Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Of Gunpowder and Brass. I'm here with the crew, and I'll have them introduce themselves and their characters, and then we can go ahead and get started for the day. So let's go ahead and start with Mike.
Hello, I'm Mike. You've seen me on the channel because I run the Fallen Dragons game every other Sunday. Um, and tonight I'm playing uh, Nemonis, a blue dragon-born cleric.
All right, and then let's move on to Lucid.
Hey, I'm Patrick, and I am playing the Sorcerer.
Anything about the sorcerer you want to give us?
Oh yeah, he's a half-elf sorcerer. But he's doing the Divine Soul one, so he can cast some healing magic.
Fantastic. All right, Melody.
I am Melody. I play Thane Nalo. I am a druid under the Circle of Shepherds.
All right, and Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm playing Lygia Ravenshadow. I am a high elf druid.
Fantastic, and Will.
I'm Will. I'm running Jalaria, a goblin rogue.
All right. So last we left off, well, how about I leave it to you guys? What do you guys remember last we left off?
We had just finished the first mission for I forgot the Lord, the noble's name, but we just finished the mission for him. And I think last we left off, we were in a tavern trying to figure out what the next thing we were going to do was.
That's true, and it was Sir Harleton.
Sir Harleton. Okay.
All right.
Is he going to be our benefactor in general, or are we going to have to go searching for jobs on our own, or?
So you can search for jobs on your own if you want to, but he would be a benefactor for any crown-related like mercenary activities. So you probably want to go see him before you do anything else for like otherwise, so that you can see if the crown's going to pay you some more.
Let's go see if he needs some good old plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability.
The queen is pregnant and we have to find out why.
Oh goodness, that
Well,
doesn't
she had
sound
sex.
safe.
That's obviously she had sex.
Nope, it's entirely oh gosh, what's the word for it? Parthenogenic. The same as those condors that just laid an egg that had a clone baby female condor in it.
So the
Man,
queen,
it's crazy what we can do.
the queen just goes into her chambers one night and comes out in the morning with another one.
Yep. She clones herself. That's how she's going to live forever.
Well, I
I
guess
wouldn't be
that's
surprised.
the way you stay in power.
All
She
right.
just springs forth youthful, and like everyone's all like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, we've had this technology for years." Peasants.
Yes, but last night she was 96.
Hey, we just broke out the rejuvenator.
Yeah.
So I guess we should go see Sir Harleton and see if he's got what the latest gossip is and see if we can get a job out of it.
All right. Is that everybody's plan?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds
Sure.
good to me.
All right. So off you go to the castle, where Sir Halton is based for right now, and you wait about an hour while he's in with the or not Baron. What's the word for it in this? The Count. And he says he comes down to you guys when he's ready and says, "So, you've got some time on your hands?"
Sometimes.
We're
For a
looking,
negotiable market rate.
we're looking for more work, but we thought we'd check in with you first to see if you needed anything currently.
All right. Well, I do have one task that your group might be able to perform for me. There's a castle up to the northeast, and it's filled with, well, nasty undead creatures. It's been left alone for the last couple hundred years, but we would like to reclaim some of the artifacts within it. So,
Artifacts?
yes, tapestries, otherwise, the sort of thing that a noble would have on hand. We aren't entirely sure what there would be in there, but there's got to be something, and we're sending one of our archaeologists after you, or after whoever clears it out, to see what exactly is in there, and recover the priceless antiquities.
I see.
And what did the pay be?
Well, it should be, let's see, there's 5 of you. I have a good budget, so what would 500 gold apiece sound like?
Sounds doable to me.
Yep, sounds doable. And me being a royal, I would know somewhat of if there's anything worthwhile in there, artifact wise.
Question, good sir. Once the castle is cleared out and you guys remove whatever it is you want to take from there, what are you planning to do with the castle itself, if anything?
Oh, we were probably just going to end up leaving it empty for now. There's really nothing we can do with it beyond perhaps setting up a garrison there one day.
Well, how about I have an idea. I don't know if my mates would go for it.
Are we going to borrow a castle?
That's what was on my mind when I asked.
How about 500 gold apiece, and we get to inhabit the grounds until we no longer need it?
As long as you allow the antiquities to be cleared out beforehand, there's no problem with that for us.
That way we have a base of operations until they have further use for it.
And if there's anything that's not antiquity enough, we can just take that off your hands.
Yeah, the silverware, that sort of thing. We aren't really looking for that. And of course,
You know how
whatever.
fond I am of stealing the silverware.
So you're looking for the really old,
Worth that's worth a lot.
They want the world-ending artifacts that are inside. They don't care about the silverware.
Let's hope there are no world-ending artifacts inside.
You never know. Those random boxes.
So, I have a question about the mission. You said the place is full of nasty undead entities. How many are we talking here? Does anyone know? Full of makes it sound like a lot.
Well, we've seen at least a dozen skeletons walking the battlements. That's what sent our
Sorry, we might die
archaeologist
on this
back.
one.
How did it come to be full of such things? Is there a graveyard nearby, or?
There is a graveyard within the castle bailey, and we're assuming that the consecration of the grounds lapsed at some point.
You're breaking up a bit.
Oh. One moment. Any better?
Putting your hand in that area blocked the signal like rabbit ears. Think conductive thoughts.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Everybody's rejoining from my point of view, so that's kind of fun.
I was here the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's him that caused it.
Yeah, it's my internet.
You can see the fan kind of stop when the video lags.
All right. So, what was the last question that was asked?
How did all these undead come to be there? Is there a graveyard nearby, or?
Okay, yes. There's a graveyard within the castle bailey, and we assume that its consecration lapsed at some point, and there may have been some necromantic activity in the region. So there's possibly a necromancer or other undead creation device that would have started this.
Yay.
So there may actually be, instead of this being random, there may actually be somebody behind it.
Yes, we're hoping that it's just random bad spirits, but that's up to you to determine. If there is a necromancer, there's an extra bounty for his head, as all necromancers are worth an additional 1,000 to the crown. And you can split that amongst yourselves however you decide, or whoever takes the head could bring it back to me. That's up to you as a group.
Sounds fine to me.
Let's hope for necromancer twins.
Let's hope not. Necromancers tend to be
Yeah.
difficult to fight.
Let's hope we stay alive to collect the cat.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
I want to stay alive to get the money.
So if you take the train north for a small distance to Apis, and then you head out to the northeast a little bit longer on horseback, or by foot if you decide, then we'll be able to send you a map to the castle, but it'll be fairly obvious along the road there.
Okay. Where do we catch the train?
Oh, right here in town. It's just the coal train north to Apis.
Guess we're hopping some trains. So how do you feel about pay up front?
I would love to give you a retainer, but as it stands, the current setting that the Crown has us in is that all work must be completed before pay is delivered.
You purse pinchers, you're all the same.
Well, as I've said, I would love to help you out ahead of time, but, well, I mean, you did make a little bit from the last mission that I sent you on, right?
Yeah. You know, some for supplies.
Oh, we can send you out with supplies from the keep here. If that's your need, we can send you with whatever you desire in terms of supplies.
Oh, I was thinking like 300 scrolls of cure light wounds.
Oh, no, not quite that. We can send you with some potions of healing, however, if you need them.
We will take you up on that.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, just a.
There's no magic shop that would have 300 skulls.
Even the castle or the Chapel of All Gods in London wouldn't have 300 scrolls of cure light wounds.
And I don't think light wounds is what we need. I think we need serious healing.
Actually, if you're wanting to make scrolls, I know what you can start working on. Scrolls of turning undead would be real handy right now.
You can make
That's
a scroll of turn undead?
At
I
least
would imagine so.
there's definitely a spell that is like Turn Undead that would work to, let's see, Cleric spells. Scroll of Animate Dead, that'd be the opposite of helpful here.
yeah. Unless they work for us.
Right.
Alright, skeletons. See those skeletons? Battle.
Create our own army to fight these things.
As long as they listen to us, they might be helpful.
And we just stand back, sit back and sip ale and have sandwiches while the battle goes on.
Now we're the necromancies.
So basically, we have to kill a bunch of people, reanimate them, and have them fight for us.
Or if you just knock down the skeletons, you can reuse them. It's just, it's recycling, right?
Yeah.
Oh, as a side note, I didn't say this ahead of time, and I'm sorry about that, but I have made the decision that using a potion is a bonus action as opposed to a full action. And that's so that you can use a potion in the same round as you do something else. So,
Oh, good.
Forgiving.
yeah,
Forgiving.
forgiving.
Forgiven this time. Forgiven this time.
Let me drink this potion while I shoot this crossbow.
Yeah, I mean, it
Uh,
is something that you can generally do in real life. Quaffing a drink takes no time at all. So, as long as you're practiced at it.
I don't know. Does it take more than 6 seconds to finish like a tankard full of something?
No. And especially with a potion being a 2-ounce bottle.
I see it. I could see it. If it's 2 ounces.
Yeah, I mean, it's less than a
Like a
shot.
large mouthful.
unless you take the wrong potion
Yeah.
and there are side effects.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was my poison bottle.
Oh shit.
You just drank the whole bottle of Black Lotus extract.
Say
The
goodbye.
whole bottle.
Oh boy.
Bye bye.
Then you start having seizures as you're trying to shoot your crossbow.
Yeah.
Mhm. Could you spell the name of this town we're going to?
APIS. Apis.
Okay.
Your constitution is now 2.
That's better than you'd expect for drinking a whole bottle of Black Lotus extract.
So if the wind blows, you're dead.
Pretty much.
Please drop to 6 HP.
And that's permanent, by the way.
Yeah.
So, does everybody agree we hop on the train?
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. Scribing scrolls the whole way. Scribing.
You've got to get one of those quills that does that for you.
Yes, that is definitely something I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get like 10 of them.
A,
I don't know.
a magic quill that all you have to do is tell it what spell you want and it writes it for you.
And then I will make an assembly line of scrolls. Sure, they're all the same scroll, but now I have 300 of them.
Except this one doesn't work on parchment. It works on the skin of your fallen enemy.
That'd be useful.
I will skin them and make them into scrolls. Actually, I'll pay the bugbear to do it.
The bugbear's off being rich somewhere right now, so
He's not available for this mission.
no, sorry.
He's working on his karaoke routine.
How about an actual bear?
Well, he is a bar. He is a professional bard now. So he's like touring the country with his one bugbear show.
Lumber Bear song show.
Like,
I think I might have missed something there. The bugbear is
And while
fine
we're
now.
on the train, I'm going to make a sleight of hand check.
Are you gonna rob the chain?
Nope. Josh knows exactly what I'm up to. And that's going to be 22.
Okay. What's everyone's passive perception? Just entirely is separate from this thing.
right, yeah.
I don't know how to calculate passive perception.
Mine's a 15.
Passive perception is your wisdom bonus plus 10.
Okay.
And if you have proficiency in perception, then your proficiency modifier is 1.
Mine is
13.
Six.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what is it? It's 10 plus.
your wisdom bonus.
Oh, okay. Is it? Oh, is it plus the number your perception?
Yeah. So
mine's not even 15. Mine's 20. No, wait, 13 plus 5. Actually, mine would be 18, not 15.
Yeah, mine's 18 as well.
Mine's 16.
I got a 18.
what's yours, Will?
Mine?
Yeah.
Passive perception. Let's see, wisdom is 1. That's going to be 17.
Okay. So as everyone's watching the goblin do his thing, no one notices anything strange from his activities. Sorry, her activities. And that's really strange because you all probably watch the goblin 24/7 just because the goblin is a rogue.
You don't seem very suspicious today. That's suspicious.
But in other news, you also notice a weird bird following the train. Well,
Guys.
everybody except for the sorcerer. The sorcerer just has terrible perception.
I'm describing scrolls, man.
I should have known that asking a bunch of wisdom-based characters, I'd get like ridiculous passive perceptions.
And anytime you go near the sorcerer, you hear this very low volume Black Sabbath song playing. The Wizard.
The wizard.
All right. Anybody going to try to peer at the bird, see what it is, or
I'd take a look at it. I'd see how big it is. And
What
see what
y'all
I can
looking
figure out
at?
about it.
it's quite a large bird. If you want to give me nature, you can determine what it is.
I don't have nature.
So that would be an intelligence check.
Okay, modified 21.
Wow. Fantastic. So this is a giant eagle.
I point at the druids and point back to the bird.
Interesting. Why is a giant eagle flying near a train?
Maybe it's a friend of yours.
And I'm gonna try. I don't know if it'll work, but I do have my speak with small beast.
That will not work on giant eagle.
Damn.
Nope.
Giant eagles are large beasts.
Okay, it was worth a shot in the dark.
Now, would I be able to do it with a speak with beast with my circle of the shepherd? Would I be able to do it?
You can just speak with any beast with that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You can actually talk to this giant eagle with any speak with beast ability like that. Or with speak with any beast ability.
Is the train
Might have to
being
yell.
run by a being, or is it being run by computer at this point?
So the train is run by people. There's probably a couple, I would say hobgoblins are the most likely creatures to be running it.
Okay, so I'm going to speak to the eagle. I'm going to say, why are you flying so close to the train?
Oh, it's some distance up there, so you'll have to shout.
Okay, so I shouted.
I'm going to go up and mention this to the hobgoblins running the train and ask them if this is a common occurrence or not.
Oh yes, that eagle always follows us. I think its nesting grounds are somewhere around the coal mine.
There's a coal mine near here.
Yeah, in Apis, that's where we're headed.
Just wanted to know if this was strange or not.
So the eagle doesn't land or say anything to you, Melody. It just circles above the train.
I could turn into a giant eagle myself and go up and ask it in its own language what it's doing following the train.
Giant eagles do speak giant eagle. That's a specific ability they have.
How you can get outside the train to do that?
Oh,
Are you
she
going
can
to
just
peck at the glass?
she can just walk to one of the spaces between the trains and then climb up the side of the train.
Okay.
Can you turn into a giant? You probably can't turn into a giant eagle yet, actually.
It said I could anything up to challenge 1.
Except it has a flying speed.
Oh, okay.
So that is,
Zipper.
now that I think about it,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
But
you'll
is it
have
for
to be
her
level
circle?
8.
Isn't her circle different?
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
I actually play this in Mike's game. Uh, you get flying things at level 8, I believe, or it might be
Oh,
level
okay.
6. Let me check.
And
Yeah.
we're level 3 currently.
We're level
Yeah.
4.
We're level 4.
Level 4.
Oh, we leveled up? Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Level
And
8
the-
is when you get flying speed.
Oh, okay.
Because
Gotcha.
if you got it this early, Otto would already be able to fly.
And that would just be fantastic.
Gotcha.
Did
So-
Patrick forget to level up?
Yes.
You can work on that on the way to the fight then, because that's kind of important. That's some extra spells and stuff.
Psh, I don't need it.
When you're saying you're working on spells, that's actually what you're doing.
You're leveling up.
You're leveling up your character.
Oh, my charisma can't go any higher.
It's
Oh,
already 20.
Yeah. What feat do I want?
You like fire spells, right?
Yeah.
There's always the feat that allows you to ignore resistance to fire spells.
That's neat.
What is it called? It's like energy?
It's
No.
elemental adept.
Yeah, that's it.
Elemental adept fire. That's something to think about.
Or you could become an inspiring leader.
I don't know if that fits my character design.
Yeah. Or you could become lucky. Lucky is always good.
Maid slay.
You're a mage. That would be a bad thing.
Yeah. Alright. So eventually, unless anybody has any other plans, you can reach the town of Apis.
I have no other plans.
About how far away
Oh,
is Apis?
it's like 60 miles up the road, so like
Oh,
not more than a couple hours of train travel, especially with the nice booster.
What time of day is it?
It is. Let's see, you would have gone up to him probably in the morning, so it would be like about midday by the time that you arrived at maybe
Do
like
we
2 in the
like-
afternoon.
Do we want to camp here and head out in the morning so by the time we get there, it's still daylight? We're not trying to fight in the dark?
Well, it'll be another like day or so by horse if you do go there. Like,
I'd say rest up here, set up, and then grab horseback on the way there. Make sure we have all our provisions.
we would have to rent the horses here
Yeah.
in the town. So we at least have to stay here long enough to do that.
that's fair.
Or we could get the horses and travel part way and then stop and sleep, and then that way leave in the morning from that place, and we'll be there early enough to not fight in the dark.
You said it's a day and a half by horseback.
Yes. So it'd be
So-
about 2 to 3 days walking, depending on how hard you marched.
So if it's midday now, a day and a half would put us at midnight the next night.
Yeah.
Or if we travel a day's worth, then stop and then it will get us there midday the next day.
Are we sure we want to camp out in the middle of nowhere in a
We're gonna
place?
have to camp out somewhere because we're
No.
not gonna travel whole day and a half without sleeping.
Are there actually, as we go get the horses, I want to talk to the person who we're renting them from.
Okay. Hail. So you're renting these horses, eh?
Yep. We need, what, 5 of them?
Yep.
Yes.
Need a pony for the goblin, but yeah.
Well, 4 and a pony.
I look up from a scroll. Oh, we're there?
No.
You've
We're at
been
the stable.
We're at the town.
Right.
My question is, if you would oblige me, actually, before that, is there a name for this castle?
So the castle's name is Lost to Time.
We are headed up to the castle by the name of Lost Time.
Oh, no. I mean, the castle itself, the name of it is Lost to Time. They don't know the name of it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Well, its name is now Lost Time.
We are headed up to the, which direction is it from here?
Northeast.
Northeast.
We are headed up to the castle in the northeast. We have been commissioned to deal with the place. What are there any villages between here and there?
Oh, yes. There's, I don't have the name for it offhand. Let me... Carrickton and Lorston. That would be the two between here and there.
So we could stay there and in one of those and wouldn't have to necessarily camp.
Yeah. That would be a good idea, I would say. Generally, camping in the middle of the woods is frowned upon just because it's unsafe.
I'd rather not.
Why
Don't
not?
know.
Aren't you from the forest?
I love camping.
Don't know what we might venture upon doing that. You know, winter wolves and such.
But there are villages we could stay in, though.
Yeah. So, that'll be 5 gold for the horses and pony.
Pays 1 gold for myself.
Give
Give him a goal.
I'll pay for mine.
And does the sorcerer pay for his own horse, or is he going to try to make someone else do it?
No, I'll pay for my own horse. How much could it be?
It's a gold.
Gold. 1 gold.
Yeah,
Renting a horse is not expensive. Especially when they've got so many draft horses around here for pulling coal. All the old horses are just sitting in the pasture waiting to be turned to glue anyway, so.
Remember, if you don't return your horse, you're a horse thief, and you can be hanged.
That's absolutely true. Or you would have to pay the fine, one or the other.
What if you die before you can return the horse?
Yeah,
Then
no
it doesn't
kidding.
matter.
Then it doesn't matter. Correct.
However, you will be branded a horse thief posthumously.
As long as the horse doesn't come back. The horse might just come back on its own.
If I'm dead, I don't care what they do to my body.
Exactly. If I'm dead, I don't care.
You
They
can,
will resurrect you to imprison you.
And
you
then
can
hang you.
write. You can
And
write
then
all
hang
the.
you.
You can write all the nasty songs about me you want because I'll be dead. Yeah.
Alright. So do you stay the night in this town, or do you head out to Carrickton to,
Would we,
you'll make it to
Wha-
Carrickton by about 6 p.m.?
let's do that.
Yep,
Grab
that's good.
dinner
Yeah.
while we're there, and
Is there somewhere to eat there?
You'll probably be boarding at somebody's house who's willing to have you overnight and for the extra cash. So they'd probably give you some food. It'll be stew, but
Yay, stew.
just from their pot of whatever stew they've been making for the last 6 years.
plus we have provisions. We could help them with it.
Yeah. You can throw some barley in there.
Sure, then let's go.
Alright.
Oh, perfect. This will look just gorgeous.
So in the 4 hours that it takes you to get there, you are accosted on the road by 2 bandits.
What's
They say,
Babbitt's?
"Give us your horses."
What's Babbitt's?
Huh?
Alright,
What did we cross?
You're accosted by
Bandits.
bandits.
Oh, I thought he said Babbitt's. I was like,
Oh no.
what?
I'm sorry, I think you picked the wrong party to raid. Are you sure you don't want to, like, run away?
They look at each other. No. Give us your horses."
Can I try and intimidate them?
Sure.
Nope. Okay, do that.
And I'm gonna go for intimidate on the other one.
I got a 14.
I got a 21.
Okay, so one of them takes off running. The other one's like, coward, and charges you guys.
Okay.
I shoot the guy that's charging. Yeah?
Let's go ahead and get initiative.
Okay.
One against 5, yes.
On
This is a
one
great
poor
idea.
guy.
I get a 19.
Okay.
I also
I
got a
got a
19.
10.
That's not
19, 19, 10.
Natural 20.
Okay. Do you have anything to add to that with your dexterity modifier?
Yeah, 23.
Okay.
And I got a 17.
Okay. So let's start with Melody with that 23.
I'm gonna do cast charm on him.
Okay. So he needs to make a charisma saving throw, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find that spell. Oh, there it is.
Well, he rolled a natural 20, so he succeeded on his saving throw.
Okay.
So he's not charmed.
Correct.
I'm just wait.
Does it have any rider effects if it fails, or if they succeed their saving throw?
I think you're either charmed or you're
Yeah,
not.
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't save. It's
Okay.
if it saves. So he's
Yeah,
not charmed.
I think you're either charmed or you're not.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't, like, daze you a little bit from trying to be
No.
charmed. It's not quite that good.
Yeah, it's not quite that good. I think it might if it's at higher levels, but
Let's go to Robin.
Okay. Well, I am not going to be as nice as my fellow druid and try to charm him or anything. I'm going to go straight for Thorn Whip.
All right.
And let me turn to that page. Let's see if it changes. Okay, so let me see if I hit. $11 total.
No.
No, missed. Okay.
Bounces off of his studded leather armor. All right, and then to the rogue.
Alrighty, I'm gonna take a shot at him with my trusty bow.
How did I know that would happen?
And then let me guess, you're going to hide.
as usual.
On
As
your
usual.
horse? No.
Not gonna hide
Sadly,
on a horse
this shot does not connect.
or
If
putting
it's-
in her.
It's an 8.
If it's a Shetland pony, he could manage.
Just hide in its fur.
Hide in his fur.
William, I was thinking of making a T-shirt that says, and then bonus action, hide.
That'd be cool.
If you're like a ranger with enough feats, like hide in plain sight and all that, can you hide while on horseback?
Technically, yes. I mean, they would have a good idea where you were, but yes, you technically could do that.
Brilliant.
But like I
You'd be
said, my
hide-
shot probably goes wide.
You'd
Yeah.
be hiding with the horse and still be standing there.
Yeah, so they would probably be able to guess that you either jumped off the horse or were still on it. But yeah, you could fade into the background while on a horse. All right, and it's the bandit's turn. So he runs up on, let's see who. Runs up on William
Uh-oh.
and swings his scimitar, missing hilariously with his first attack. Missing even more with his second attack. That's a natural 1. I'm going to use this other d20 for the dagger attack. That's a 5. No. Okay. My dice like you, Will.
This is a good thing.
Yeah. All right. And then we move to the cleric.
Okay. Just looking up damage numbers here. I'm going to breathe on him.
Are you going to be careful to avoid getting that on Will?
Nah.
Do I even see Will?
Yes, he's still on his pony. He didn't try to hide.
My breath weapon is a 5 by 30 foot straight line.
Oh, okay. So it'll be fairly easy to miss Will with that.
Right. And the bandit needs to make a dex save, and I need to roll damage.
So the save was a 15. Does that beat your save DC?
Right here. Um, 8 plus Constitution plus proficiency. Plus 3 proficiency. So that my DC would be a 13.
Okay, so he takes half damage.
Yeah. I need to roll 2d6.
This was a very nothing round. Other than this,
Exactly.
other than this attack here, nobody dealt any damage to anybody.
I thought I was gonna get some damage, but my bow did not like me today.
That's 3 points of damage.
Oh,
Yay, 3!
tank!
Yay, 3!
All right.
Took 3 points of electricity damage.
So, a couple sparks hit him, and he's like, "Ow!"
So he had no hair left.
Oh no, his hair's all standing up. That's all. All right. Top of the round. Let's go back to Melody.
I didn't get a turn.
Oh, you didn't get a turn. Okay,
I had
Sorcerer.
an extra 10, if that helps.
Yeah, it is your turn. Go with the Sorcerer.
Okay, Eldritch Blast! And I, pull out my gun and shoot him with an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna pull out your gun and shoot him.
I mean, it might actually deal more damage than the Eldritch Blast. But, yeah, I shoot him.
You shoot him. So, roll to hit.
Right. I got a 13 plus 7, so 20.
That'll hit.
And 3 damage.
Excellent.
3 damage. Yay, 6 damage now.
You will suffer a death by 1,000 cuts.
He's like, "Ow! That stings, damn it!" All right, then top of the round, Melody.
Just a second. I'm trying to find it. Oh. Why am I not finding it? Where the heck? I'm not finding my inflict wounds, which is wizard.
Inflict wounds. Is that a wizard spell?
It's a cleric spell.
Oh yeah, it's cleric spell. Oh yeah, that's the one I got from the feat. Okay. Yeah, that's the feat that I just I knew it was someone's, but I can't remember. My brain's
You walk up and touch the dude, and
Maybe do a lot of damage.
yeah.
roll-
But do I have to roll though? Or
Yeah,
does
you have
it
to roll to hit.
automatically-
Yeah, you
You know,
gotta
some of them you don't.
you gotta roll to see if you can walk up and touch the guy.
How close to him am I?
You're about 20 feet away from him.
So
No,
I
make that 15.
I use my movement to move 15 feet to move my horse by him. Reaches down and I inflict wound.
All right, so make a melee spell attack.
A what?
Melee spell attack. So that's
I got is my what?
your proficiency plus your spell type of thingy. So wisdom.
18 plus 5
That'll
is
hit.
yeah. I did it. Okay, so 3d10. Where's
Yep.
my d10? Where's my d10? Okay. 8 3 8.
19 points of damage.
Hey, that's not bad.
Best of the round.
He's like,
Yep.
oh gods, what the hell have you done to me?
That's necrotic damage too.
Yep.
so-
Yeah. He just starts rotting away.
I told you were gonna have a bad day. I told you. You needed to bring like 8 more dudes.
Should not have messed with us.
All right. And then the next turn was Robin.
All right, I'm gonna go with Thorn Whip again.
Okay.
See if I hit this time. Wait, the dice fell out of my hand. There's a better roll. 21.
21 hits.
All right, and that is 1d6. 2.
Ow, ow, ow.
2 damage. And then it pulls him towards you, I believe.
Yeah, it says if the creature is large or smaller, you can pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
All right, so he's about 10 feet from you. That'll bring him into melee range with you next turn if you want.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do that. You don't have to pull him. But considering you can turn into a giant wolf and start mauling his face off next turn, that probably is a good idea.
Yes.
Okay, and of course we know what I'm going to try to do.
Yep.
We're going to try to shoot him again.
It's good that that pull happens so that you don't have to try and disengage to shoot him.
And I get a modified 20.
That'll hit.
And 1d6. Plus dex, that's 4 points of damage.
All right. This guy he's still looking like he's fairly hardy, but he's not doing 100%, let's say. He's about halfway dead.
He's not liking life.
Yeah. All right.
This turned out to be a whole lot harder than he thought it was, especially since his buddy split on him.
Yeah. So let's see if his scimitar attacks connect with Robin. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. 8 damage,
All right.
and then a natural 1, and then his dagger attack is a natural 2.
Okay.
So what do you do on natural ones?
It's just a miss.
Okay. You don't do botches and stuff.
No. Botches really screw with players pretty hard over the course of a campaign, whereas like one bandit's gonna die. Like you guys are gonna kill this guy probably, or at least take him prisoner. Whereas like over the course of the campaign, you guys could end up losing eyes and having
Yeah.
your feet cut off by your own axe or whatever. And that
True.
affects
Wait.
you a lot more.
We are doing that or aren't doing that?
We are not doing that.
Got it.
I mean, it's fun, but it's fun for me more than it is for you.
It's definitely not fun for the party member next to you when you buy.
Yeah. All right. And we move on to the cleric.
First, I've got to see if my breath weapon recharged or not. And it didn't. So, I'm going to pull out that nice sword that I found.
Right.
And I'm going to swing at him. And I get a whopping 5.
Swing and a miss.
Yep.
I'm sorry. 5 does not hit him.
Not quite used to using that sword yet.
Yeah. It's very strange. It's got no point to it. It's just a big block of steel that's sharp on both sides. If you know what an
Yeah,
executioner's sword is, that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely not used to using that.
He tried to stab him.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't this work, damn it?
All right. And then we move on to the sorcerer.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him again.
Okay.
I just realized I can do that to 3 targets in a round.
What?
I got a 20, which I think hits,
Yes.
and I got 4 for the damage.
Okay.
Not very much damage, does it?
It's a
It
D10.
could be a 10.
It can be up there.
And as you get higher in level, it will be.
Yeah.
It goes to 2d10 at next level, so I could effectively do 6d10 with just cantrip spells.
So
Well,
wait,
mine goes to
why is that
4d10.
allowing you to target multiple characters? I don't...
I have Twin Spell, and I have Quicken Spell.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do
Well,
it.
I could go to second level and do 4d10 with my inflict wounds.
Well, you might want to do that. It's your turn.
No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do level 2 instead of level 1. Inflict wounds.
So roll to hit.
Nineteen.
19 hits. All right, and give us your 4d10.
4. 4.
8,
8.
16,
10.
26 points of damage.
Good job.
That's going to put a definite hurting on him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He looks pretty much in the grave at this point, like including all the rotting. Yeah, he's very close to death.
I told you!
Okay. Chew off his face now.
Yep, it is time for the wolf. If you want to be a wolf, you could also just hit him with a
Ah.
quarterstaff or whatever.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna, since he's in melee range, I'm gonna hit him with the quarterstaff. If I'm going to fight anything in animal form, I want it to be something a little more formidable.
Hey, you have
Yeah,
You want it to
63
be
HP.
you don't want to start eating necrotic tissue. You really,
Yeah.
it'll make you sick. You really.
Okay, then don't.
So I'm gonna hit him with my quarterstaff. If I hit, let's see. 15.
15 times AC, so yep, you hit.
All right.
Sounds like a beefy dice.
And it is 5 points of damage.
And would you prefer he be knocked unconscious or dead?
Dead.
So you bash in his skull, which has been weakened by the ridiculous amounts of necrotic damage. All right.
The quarterstaff goes in and just hits pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like that watermelon being run over by a truck.
Yeah, really. It's even pink like watermelon.
And
All right.
I'm gonna go through his clothes and see if we find anything.
So you find a scimitar, a dagger, and a revolver.
Oh, is Jersey able to use a revolver?
Let's see. I don't believe so. Can you use crossbows? No. So no, you can't use revolvers.
Dang it.
I can though.
That's fair.
Here's it to you.
I'll take it.
So, he's a bandit.
And that's just a 1d10.
I believe so. Let me check.
1d10 plus your dexterity.
There you go. He's got it.
Thank you.
Did he have any actual, like, gold on him?
Apparently, he must have left that back wherever he was basing himself.
Either that or he's a really bad bandit.
So there's one still running away. Can we see it from here?
He's already gone in the woods.
I'm
You
gonna
can
take the
track him.
script. I'm gonna keep the scrivener and say, does anybody else want this dagger?
I'll take the dagger.
I'll take his boots.
They're a bit big for you,
Oh.
but okay.
I already got a scrivener, but who cares? Is there a feat or anything where you can use two weapons?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe I'll take that next time. So I'll have. Does
That
that
would be two
scrivener
weapon
also
fighting, if I remember.
1d6?
Yeah, they would also do 1d6. It's the same kind of thing.
Okay.
It's called Dual Wielder, the feat in this edition, if you want it.
Okay, I'll do that next time we get abilities because I might do that one. That way I can use two scriveners.
Yep. All right, and it is about halfway through, so we should take our break now if we're going to.
Okay.
Okay.
No breaks till Brooklyn.
We're not going to Brooklyn. It's the wrong way.
Totally the wrong way. You gotta cross the ocean to get to Brooklyn.
It's the wrong way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Okay. So we're gonna take a break.
Yep, be back in half an hour, and I'll stop
Alright.
recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm glad to see you here if you're still here. And we just finished our break, so let's just jump right into it. So they just killed the bandit, as you probably know, and looted his corpse. And I assume everyone's gonna head back towards, or continue heading towards Carcton.
Yep.
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 All right.
That's what we're getting paid for.
It's true. You could just, like, haul off into the wilderness and, do who knows what. I don't know. I'm not forcing you to do anything.
But we wouldn't get paid.
No railroads here. Oh wait.
What?
Except the railroad.
Wandering mindlessly into the forest never turns out. Oh,
Yeah, no. That's one of the first things you learn not to do as an adventurer.
All right. So about an hour or two later, you reach Carrickton, and you're greeted by the local village headman, who says, "Come, come, adventurers, right? What are you doing?"
We're doing business for the crown.
Oh, wonderful.
we're headed to the castle that nobody wants to go to.
Ah, up the road a ways. Yeah, we heard that there was an archaeologist that tried to go through there, but something scared him off.
Archaeologists aren't very brave.
It's true. They spend all their time in museums. Although I wouldn't want to be dealing with those mummies from the Orient.
Well, I guess when the thing you try to dig up attacks you, it sort of gives you issues at that point.
Well, you can stay at my house tonight if you'd like. It is getting late.
Very kind of you.
Thank you, kind sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And he leads you to his home, which is a slightly larger than average hovel. It's got some books in it, amazingly, and some paper on a desk.
Well,
He says, "Make yourselves at home. My wife will be back soon with the evening's take for the stew. She's out hunting."
Hmm.
what is this man?
So
Is he a human or?
he's a human or half elf. It's kind of hard to tell. He's at least got some elven blood in him.
And he lets his wife go out hunting.
Exactly.
So if you wait a couple hours later, his wife returns, and his wife is a hobgoblin.
Okay,
That'd be interesting, kids.
that explains that.
Yeah, it looks like she took out a boar by herself with a boar spear. She's like, "Meat."
Nice kill.
And he probably does anything she asks him to do.
Yeah, she gestures and says "meat" when she gets back, and he takes it into the house and starts butchering. He does all of the letter work, and she does all of the hard work. So the stew ends up being delicious. If you guys want to add anything to it, now would be the time.
What do we have in our ration? Is it just grains or what?
It'd be like
do we
grains, some
have?
dried meat, some fruits, some nuts, that kind of thing. But mostly grain.
I'll add some grain to it.
Usually like barley or something else easy to cook. Oats.
Yeah. I'll add some of that to the stew.
All right. And she nods her thanks to you as you do so.
Thicken up the gravy a little bit.
Yeah. Does anyone else do anything?
I'll kind of wander just kind of watching, waiting till it's close to time to dish up and offer to assist.
All right. So,
And I won't add it to the stew, but I'll divide out what I have in dried meat so everyone can have a little bit.
And
okay.
I'll add a little bit of bread.
Yeah, you can cook up some bread real quick.
Do hobgoblins and goblins actually get along with each other?
Hobgoblins sort of order goblins around. And goblins sort of do what hobgoblins say because they're bigger. Until they get a chance to run away.
And it also serves my purposes for what I want.
Yeah.
Which he's really good at running away.
Bonus action hide or bonus action dash.
Yep. I'm really good at hiding.
All right. So so it's about stew time, and everybody gets seated around their table.
And as I'm helping to dish up, I slip the holy symbol into the bottom of the stew bowl and then give it to the dragonborn. He doesn't. Hopefully, he doesn't know it's in there.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. 1 second. Natural 20.
So it's going to be like 25, 28, something like that.
Let's see. Dex is 3 plus sleight of hand. It's going to be a 25.
Yeah. So that's not bad. I think that just barely beats the passive perception.
Yep.
And so you hand over the dish with the holy symbol in it.
And serve up one more. Go back to the kitchen and grab mine.
Okay. The kitchen being like slightly, like not even a room, but just a portion of this room that's slightly off to the side of it. Because it's a big hovel, but it's not like...
That big, right?
Yeah, it's not an actual, like, or house.
It's
It's just a
divided
hovel.
into rooms and such.
Yeah, they have their own bedroom separate from everything else because he needs to have some privacy sometimes as the head man. But that's where the desk is, I would say. So that's divided off with a curtain.
Okay.
So you'll be sleeping, like, under the table, basically, tonight. Unless you want to spend some time out under the stars. But it's
Not
probably
particularly.
nicer to be in the warm hovel. So everyone has their barley and boar stew. And their bread and dried meats. Which are salty as hell. Because that was the custom at the time.
Delicious.
You can
Well,
dip it
salt's
in
a good
your...
preservative.
You can dip it in your stew to salt up the stew.
And
True.
to soften it up a bit.
Yeah. And then as you're eating, Saren, you discover a holy symbol in the bottom of your bowl.
Odin doth provide.
At which point I feel around my neck, and I, for the first time, notice it's not there.
Yeah.
And I say to the elf and the hobgoblin, I say, thank you for the food. Is there a well near here where I can access some water?
Yes, just down the street. I'll take you to it, says the half-elf kind of guy.
Yeah. Because I have to clean it off.
Yeah.
No, we want you to wear it that way.
No.
So he takes you down the road and to the well.
It's going to be a bitch to get the barley out of the chain.
Stew makes it more powerful, you know.
Yeah.
That was the holiest stew you've had in days.
A stew should protect me fairly well. As I'm cleaning it off, I'm thinking to myself, who would have had access to do this? Who would have even wanted to do such a thing?
So your thoughts go to the sorcerer and the rogue.
Because I'm a 7 foot tall dragonborn. Most regular creatures aren't going to come near me.
It's true.
So it had to be somebody in the group.
And it's definitely something that you could see the rogue doing, but you could also see the sorcerer maybe having a weird day and magicking it off of your neck.
Yeah, but I've also noticed all the sorcerer really does is write scrolls. When he's not eating or sleeping, he's making new spells. In fact, I've never even seen him go to the bathroom. So,
Canonically, I don't.
which would have been really weird on the train anyway. But so I pretty much decide that it was the rogue that did this. And I also decide that we are going to have a discussion about this.
Just about what I planned.
Alright, so it takes you like 10-15 minutes to clean off your holy symbol and get all of the barley out of the chain.
No dishwashers yet.
Once I'm done with that, I head back into the back with the elf into their house.
Yeah. Luckily, it was easier to get the barley out of the chain than you thought because the chain links themselves are pretty much the size of like an actual chain link more than they are like a necklace link because you're, you know, this
Right.
enormous dragonborn.
Right.
So I guess we set off towards the castle, or?
Oh, I think there's
No.
going to be a reckoning first.
I think there's gonna be some sleeping too.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna spend the night here and then head off to the castle in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, don't you want to go after the like zombies at night?
No.
No, I have a
Not
little
zombies,
more of a
they're
sense of
undead.
self-preservation.
They're not zombies, they're the undead, not zombies.
Some of them might be zombies.
Brains. Brains.
Zombies are classified as undead.
Yeah, there's not any brains here.
Oh.
Intelligence is my dump stat.
Oh, along with vampires and several other type things.
There's all kinds of fun waiting for
I
you
thought the
there.
guy said that they were skeletons, though.
So there were skeletons on the battlements, but
We
that-
don't know what else there is.
That's like the wall on the outside. You don't know what's in the actual building yet because we haven't been there.
Well, I say we pick the skeletons off from the outside, and then go from there. Try and keep our distance and clear them out.
Do we have anything for skeletons? Anything? Have any spells or anything for skeletons?
I think Eldritch Blast works.
pretty much anything works. They're just bones. If you can smash bones, then
I've got pretty long range now. I've got 240-foot range, so we can just kind of stand over here and snipe them.
skeletons are known to wield bows, which themselves have fairly long range. So
Hmm.
it may or may not be a good idea. But you'll find out when you get there.
As I walk in the door, I touch my holy symbol, walk over to the goblin, pat him on the head, and say, I would like to speak to you for a moment.
Sure. I have no issues talking with you. And what can I do for you, my lad?
Would you have been the one who put this in my stew?
I did, but I did not take it from you. You dropped it on the train, you lousy lug.
I
And I'm gonna try to give a performance to see if he buys it.
So that will
It
actually be
never-
deception.
Okay. 16.
What's your insight? Or you can roll
Oh.
insight, I should say, since it's
Yeah,
an
I'll
opposed.
roll that now. That would be a 24.
So I don't think he buys it.
You're in trouble now.
I reach. I actually reach under his arms and pick him up.
Oh yeah, I get to look at you in the face, my lad.
Since you gave it back, I'm not assuming that you meant anything malicious by this.
Nay, my lad. This just meant as a simple prank.
And any other thing, sword, whatever, I have no issue with. Fact, I can take a joke as good as the next guy. But please, from this point on, the holy symbol is off limits if you wish to keep breathing.
And you meant to tell me you would commit murder?
I'm a dragonkin. I would eat you as soon as look at you. I find you quite funny. That's why you're still breathing now. So, just as long as you don't touch the holy symbol, we're good.
I reach out and try to touch it.
Oh,
I
so
I
bites
hold
are
him
an
with-
unarmed attack.
I hold him in one hand and swat him with the other.
You know, I might enjoy this if you keep it up.
As I said, if you weren't so funny, you'd be dead now. So please
Funny
take that,
looking.
take that into account from now on.
I think I can do that, my lad.
I'm glad we understand each other. And at that point, I put him down and pat his head again and walk away.
And I head back inside, chuckling to myself.
Not knowing how close he came to being tomorrow night's goblin stew.
The hobgoblin looks to you and says, yeah, you gotta be a little bit tougher with them. The damn things don't listen.
He's a traveling companion. He's actually useful for things.
Well, that's surprising. Normally they're just brute force labor, and not very good at that.
He's actually really good at hiding, which
That's his trait is hiding.
I have yet to decide whether that serves a purpose for the group or not. But that is his best skill up to this point.
And I shoot things quite well as well.
Well, yes, that's true. Didn't have great luck with the bandit, but then again, neither did I.
It's true.
I say the only one that had great luck with me.
Well, next fight, you won't be able to hit crap, and everybody else will. That's the way it goes.
Yep.
But, so, I normally sleep with my holy symbol around my neck, but tonight I will most definitely do so.
Good plan.
And until I fall asleep, I will keep an eye on where that one is.
All right. You can see who falls asleep sooner with a constitution check for each of you.
Okay.
23.
21.
12.
13.
17.
So the first one out is Melody, and then it goes Sorcerer, Cleric, other Druid, Robin, whose character name I need to memorize, Lygia, and then Jalaria is the last out, so Is there any other prank that you have in mind before?
Actually, yes, I do.
Oh no.
Ugh.
I'm going to take one of my daggers and cut the sorcerer's backpack strap 2/3 of the way through.
Well, that's easy enough. And you don't even need to worry about a sleight of hand because the sorcerer's passed out.
Yep.
All right. Then you're up in the morning.
I
Everyone
look
wakes
around
up.
and it's like, oh my god, I had a dream last night that I had different parents and 4 brothers and a sister.
Nightmare. I didn't know
Yeah.
that stew would give you nightmares
Yeah.
like
It's
that.
not a nightmare, it's a dream.
I had
Night.
the same dream.
I just sort of look at Fane and I go, I had a weird dream too, and it was very similar. My parents were royals of some kind, and I had a brother and a sister, and I mean, I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Somebody spiked the stew last night.
It's odd. You mention it. I don't remember any siblings, but the dream, very, very similar. It makes no sense.
I don't dream, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But given all of you having similar dreams, that makes me think that it meant something.
Maybe. Dreams are weird like that.
How far are we from the castle we're going to?
So you've gone for about half a day. So about a day out. But there's another village that'll be probably about 2/3 of the way there from where you are.
I'm just wondering if as we're getting closer, the things in that castle could be affecting us somehow. Or
Luckily, none of the dreams seem particularly frightening, so
No, but I'm curious about Fane's because I myself have 4 older brothers. I don't have any sisters that I know of. I was adopted as a child, but
Yeah, and I have a little brother, but no sisters that I know of.
And I was an only child.
you were an only child goblin. Wow. You had a weird
Yeah,
family.
That's very weird for a goblin.
no wonder he acts the way he does.
It's all explained now.
Your parents let you get away with anything, and this is what happened. Yeah. That is odd. That's why I was wondering if somebody's messing with our heads, or at least yours.
Let's at least get to the next town, and from there I have an idea.
all right, but shouldn't we have breakfast first?
Yeah, some breakfast would be nice.
That would be great if we could manage it.
Well, there's leftover stew, or whatever you guys brought for yourselves. And the headman's like, take as much as you need. We're, of course, doing well with that boar. They're already salting the majority of the boar.
Jakey.
Should feed them for a while.
Yep.
A long while.
Luckily, she won't have to go out hunting again for a bit.
I'll grab a bowl and munch on it.
I'll take some stew and munch it too.
Yeah, I'll help myself to some stew.
And why not?
It's free food. And it's probably nicer than just eating the salted pork or whatever that you've got sitting in your packs.
Yeah.
I like salted pork.
Yeah, salted pork is good.
It's called bacon jerky. I eat it all the time. Is the town up ahead of us bigger? Or the village up ahead of us bigger than this one? Or we
No,
know
it'll be
that?
about the same size, actually.
Okay. Just wondering if there might be a temple in it.
Oh, there's a temple on the road about a third of the way there. It's a chapel to all gods.
I will want to take a bit and stop there.
As long as that's cool with everybody else.
Actually,
Sure.
I asked the head guy, I said, is there anybody that's a fighter in your, or a warlock or a wizard or a sorcerer in your town that'd be willing to go venturing?
I don't think that we have anyone like that, actually. We're a fairly peaceful village. We may have, there's a wandering wizard that comes through every once in a while, and there's clerics that come by from the chapel, but no one in our town of that sort.
Where does this wandering wizard usually go when he's here?
He'll come stay at my place when he's here, but he's wandering off north right now.
Darn.
Well,
So you all eat your fill
Head
and
towards the castle.
head towards the castle? Or towards the chapel first, I suppose?
Works for me.
Onwards to the chapel.
Onwards towards the chapel.
as I walk out the door, I say thank you to both of them for letting us stay there and hand them a gold piece each as I head out the door.
They cup it in their hands and bow and say thank you very much.
Odin protect you.
And you as well.
And I head out the door, being careful to notice where my goblin friend is.
So on the pony, luckily, already mounted.
Like him, think he's hilarious. Don't trust him as far as I could toss him.
You could toss him pretty far.
Yeah.
You get something pretty far. So.
Actually, I wonder if I could toss him to the next village. He's always wanted to fly.
That'd be a nice flying adventure.
So,
And what's the matter, Snake Breath? You worried that I'll take something else?
I just tend to watch people closer when they prove that it's necessary. And I want to see what happens the next time you do it to somebody else.
Speaking of which, some distance down the road, let's have the sorcerer make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh. 15?
15 is enough. You manage to catch your backpack as the strap fails and begins to try to dump all of your scrolls out the bottom of it, or the back of it.
Not my scrolls!
Looks like with all the scrolls you're making, that backpack's getting a little heavy.
We told him to pack lighter.
And by the way,
Yeah.
what
You remember this when I don't heal you.
and by the way, what are you going to do with the dozens of scrolls you've been making?
Oh, I have a sewing kit. I just kind of stitched that back up.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Don't leave home without it.
do you intend to sell these scrolls, or what are you planning to do with all this work you've been doing?
Oh, they're largely for personal use?
You need a lot of healing.
Well, they're not that kind of scroll. I can cast healing spells myself.
What kind of scrolls are they so far?
Well, I was looking at the magic circle spell for, like, you know, making a circle that undead can't get into.
Okay.
There you go.
That takes a little while to make, but you can do it.
I've been working on this for like days, so
About a day so far that you've known that it's
well, it also is a circle to protect against demons, so I've been working on it
Oh.
since demon attack.
That's fair. I'll let that be true.
It is true.
It is true. It's canon now, even if it wasn't before.
I have a suggestion for you, Sorcerer. What would it take to make a teleport scroll?
It's a bit
We should
outside of
probably
his
just
level.
buy one from a shop.
Yeah. He has to be able to cast the spell level to make the scroll.
No, he's nowhere near that high then.
Yeah.
Teleport's a tad higher.
Just a bit.
Actually, I don't think I can do the magic circle one, so I'll have to like buy that at the magic shop.
Ah. Okay. Let's see. Did you all know that there's like 7 different types of incorporeal undead?
No, I did not know that.
Well, you do now.
That makes our job oh so much easier. Like I said, we have no idea what's in that building.
Magic circle is a 3rd level spell.
So almost there, but not quite.
Yeah.
It's also a cleric spell, not a sorcerer spell.
I thought you could cast
It-
cleric spells.
Only like first level cleric spells, I think.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a wizard spell.
I think
Oh,
it's also a cleric spell.
Yeah, it might be cleric, but it's also wizard because I'm under the wizard. So it is a
yeah,
wizard spell.
even
I don't know
better.
about sorcerer. Let me check sorcerer.
I was about to say you just have to get closer to your god and have a conversation, dude.
I thought Scorching Ray wasn't good, and then I read that it's 3 Scorching Rays of 2d6.
Yes.
Nope, it's not a sorcerer spell. It appears.
Scorching Ray is actually a really good spell, and as you get higher and the damage goes up, it
It gets
could be
pretty crazy, yeah.
nasty. Yeah.
Alright. So you make it to the Chapel of All Gods. Without any interruption. Dang it.
If you guys don't mind, I need to go in here for a few minutes.
Take your time, my lad.
And I walk over and pat the goblin again and go, thanks to your little prank last night, I have to reconsecrate this now. So,
Oops. I meant you no harm, my lad.
oh, not upset. I'm just saying that
Just disappointed.
I can fix it in a few minutes. It's just gonna take me a few.
I'm sewing my back, glaring at the goblin.
Now I just have the 2 druids left. And you never know when I'll strike.
Now, the sorcerer. If you really want, I can mend it with my cantrip mend.
Yes, please.
Cast mending and
It
mends
instantly mends.
While that's going on, I walk into the temple.
There's a couple clerics praying at various altars. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. It's just clerics and altars.
I stop at the altar meant for all Norse gods and light some incense and a candle and take a few minutes to pray over my holy symbol to reconsecrate it again.
You do so. The clerics nod to you as they get up from their prayers and move about the temple, just cleaning it with magic.
So these 2 clerics, this is their home temple.
Yes.
Okay. As I walk out, I bow to both of them
They bow back to you and
and
wave goodbye.
and I hand them 5 gold as a donation.
They say thank you. Be well.
You also. And I walk back to the group.
All right. And as the group continues onward for the day, haha, something happens. Let's find out what.
Oh, it's always great when the DM says that.
Yep.
He's so happy about it, you can tell.
Oh, that's interesting. Some orcs boil out of the forest and stop in front of you and say, "What are you doing here?"
Which one of us wants to handle this?
We're on a mission from the Orc Lord.
No.
Are you actually saying that?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll deception.
And he just made things worse for us.
Oh, gods.
20 total.
No, you're not. I'm the Orc Lord around here, says a very large orc in the middle of them, wearing chainmail as opposed to the hide armor that everyone else is wearing.
I'm
All right, guys, shoot that one.
I'm going to dismount, draw my revolver, and see if I can take a pot shot.
No. I come up and charm him and say, "We are here to go and clean out the undead from a castle."
His saving throw against your charm is 19. What's your
How do
DC?
I figure out what it is?
Should be on your sheet. It's going to be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, hold on. Okay, what?
8 plus proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier.
8. Damn it. Dang it, charmed.
Okay. I didn't
Now
think
I'm
so.
going to-
19's pretty high.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try the dismount, draw, and shoot.
Okay, I'm going to have everyone roll
You-
initiative before they...
Wait, y'all want to fight orcs? They're tough.
So let's
We
get some
kind of don't have
initiative.
a choice.
How many are there?
There's about 8 orcs, including the big guy.
Yeah, like I said, you really want to fight orcs? 1 is bad enough. 8 is even harder.
Oh, we got this.
Like they're gonna let us go past them?
I got a 19.
I was gonna say, why don't we try talking to them joining us, you guys?
I don't speak orc. Do you speak orc?
They speak
Well,
common. They just,
what do they,
you know.
yeah, they talked to us. They said, "What are we doing?" They talked to us in common.
The other thing is,
It's too late. We've already tried to charm them, and
yeah,
And failed.
it's not going to work at this point. Once a charm goes off and it doesn't work, is pretty much the only option left is fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty clear on the fact that you just tried to magic him. He felt you cast magic as you casted magic at him. He doesn't know exactly what it did, but he knows that you tried to magic him. So I got Jalaria's 19.
I got an
6.
11.
19 plus 22.
Oh, perfect. I've got a perfect plan.
I'm glad you do because
Um,
If
12.
12?
If this
Okay.
works, it'll be perfect. How far away is Robin from me? When we get there?
Let's see. So I would say that you're probably in the middle, being watched by the cleric who's last. And so it would be Robin would be next, so 5 feet away from you.
Perfect. Thank you.
One moment. All right. So Fane goes first.
I'm gonna cast. No. How far away are they from us?
They're about 10 feet down the road from the first of you, who would be, I guess, either you or the sorcerer.
Okay, so then I'm going to cast Moonbeam in the middle of the pack.
Okay. So you'll hit 4 of them with that, because it's a 5-foot radius.
Yeah, and I have to roll, right?
They have to roll to try to
Okay.
save against it.
Okay.
And they rolled a natural 1.
So they missed.
Yes.
So that's 2d10,
Nice.
8, and 5.
Wow, you exactly just eliminated 4 of them.
They're not that tough?
No,
They
these
were
are
tough.
just generic like orcs. The big
Oh.
guy in the middle is probably tougher than that, but you'll see. It's sort
Okay.
of up in the air.
Okay. So I just eliminated 4 of them.
Yep. And then we go to Jalaria.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step to Robin, try to touch her, and cast invisibility.
Okay. You can cast invisibility on another person.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool.
Yourself or another person.
So you move up and cast invisibility. So, Robin, you're invisible.
Okay.
Now you see why I did that.
And then we go to Saren.
Okay. My breath weapon is a 5-foot wide by 30-foot long lightning bolt.
Alright.
Basically.
So you
How
move
many?
off to the side, I guess, and then try to hit the 2 of them
Yeah.
that you can in a row.
Yep.
One of them will be the big guy.
Okay. You've got to make a
Dex
con.
saves. Oh, con
Yeah.
saves?
Actually, it is Dex.
Okay. They both failed their dex save.
So now I need to roll damage.
Yep.
My dice don't like me tonight. 4 points of damage to each one of them.
Oof.
And Robin, you are invisible until you either attack or cast a spell. I'm not sure if wild shifting would change that or not.
It doesn't. Wild shape does not count as casting a spell. So it'd be like moving or whatever. It's the same kind of
Okay.
non-action action.
Mm.
Alright, Sorcerer.
How many are like in a line?
The best you can get is 2.
The best I can get is 2.
You'd basically
about a
be hitting the
cone?
same 2 that Saren hit.
How about a cone?
For a cone, you could hit. Well, it depends on how big of a cone it is.
15-footer.
You could hit 3.
Can I get the big guy in that?
Yep, he'd be one of them.
And there's how many left?
4.
So they make their save or take 12 damage.
What's the save DC and what kind of save? What's the spell?
It's a Dex 15 for Burning Hands.
Burning Hands. Okay. Failed and failed. Okay. So you said 12 damage?
Yeah.
So one of them dies.
And this was on 3 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Including the big guy. And then it is Lygia's turn.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shift into Direwolf and attack the big one.
All right. And
You do. I believe you get this at advantage due to you being invisible at the start of your attack.
it's true.
Okay. So let's see if I hit. 21.
21 hits easily.
Alright, that's 2d6 plus 3. 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Now you see why I did that.
All right. And then the orcs' turn. So the orcs are going to converge on the wolf that just bit their boss. As a bonus action, and then let's see, does a 16 hit you while you're a wolf? I'm pretty sure it does.
Let me see. Yes, it does.
Okay. So you take 1d12. Where's my d12? Where's my d12? Oh, it's 2d6. It's the same thing. They carry great swords instead of great axes. Oh well. I have to find my d12 later. 10 damage.
Okay.
And then the second one attacks you with a 16 for
Okay.
12 damage. And then the big ol' guy, on his turn, makes 2 attacks with his greatsword. The first one misses. The second one also misses.
Okay.
Thank God.
Oh, wolves can dodge.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Top of the round, we move back to Fane.
How many are left?
3.
3. And can I move the spear moonbeam and not hitting my players?
You'll be able to hit the 2 orcs that are behind the wolf right now without hitting anybody else.
Okay. I will do that.
All right, so on their turn, at the top of the round, they will, or at the bottom of the round, pretty much, I should say, they will try to make their saves or die, basically, because you do so much damage with that.
Mhm.
All right, so that was your bonus action to move that.
Yep.
So do you have an action spell that you want to use?
So I want to. I want to use my invisibility and touch the wolf and make her invisible again.
So to move up to her, you'll have to move around your moonbeam and around the other 2 guys. That's okay with you?
Okay.
You'll be
Yep.
near both the war chief and the 2 orcs. Okay. So you do that. Once again, the wolf is invisible.
Then I'm gonna take out my pistol and try to shoot the war chief.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Does a 22 connect?
Yes.
And that's gonna be 1d10. Where's my d10? There it is. Plus 2d6.
Yep. Plus your dexterity modifier.
Try 17 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to try to hide.
Oh yeah, you're off your horse, aren't you?
Yep. And that is a stealth check. 24.
The orcs cannot see you from behind your horse or wherever you hid. Bonus
hide 'em
action
good.
hide.
Me hide them good.
Alright, Saren.
Oh, I'm going to. How far am I from the war chief at this point?
Like 20 feet. No, I'm sorry, 25 feet. I had to count in my head.
One second. I'm going to move up to the war chief and swing my special sword at him.
Okay.
See what I can do here. That is a 17.
That'll hit.
Yeah, actually, learn how to use it, huh?
At least this time, anyway. And as I recall, the damage on that is 2d6 plus 3.
Yep.
Okay. 8 points of damage.
Alright. With an eerie glow, the war chief falls to the ground, dead. You hear a faint screaming in your head as that happens. Nobody else does, just you.
Just me?
Just you.
Okay. I sort of... You said it was a scream?
Yes. It sounded like the orc himself screaming as but he didn't scream as he died. He just fell to the ground dead.
So the sword imitated the orc.
Or something.
Or something.
Okay. I shake it off and put the sword back in its sheath.
I mean, there's still 2 orcs near you. If you want to be ready to attack them, you might want to not sheathe your sword.
True.
Nope, it's sheath.
Too late, sorry, Sheath.
Oh, although with that, with what just happened, I think I'll leave it there for a second. Pull it out a little later.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what
they're gonna last the round.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell that was.
Yeah. Alright, Sorcerer.
Okay. I Eldritch Blast one of the remaining orcs.
The injured one or the uninjured one?
The injured one.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes. You literally cannot do too low of damage to kill him, so he's just dead.
I deal 5 damage.
Perfect. He's dead.
A 2 would have killed him?
A 1 would have killed him.
Great.
All right.
I'm a warlock.
You're a sorcerer.
Where did you get Eldritch Blast?
Spell sniping.
Oh, okay. That'll do it.
Yeah. 240-foot range on that.
Yeah. All right. Last orc's turn. Or no, I'm sorry. Lygia's turn, and then the last orc.
All right, well, I'm going to lunge at the last orc then, and
With advantage.
you're
And we
right.
got
so that's-
advantage.
Yes. 22.
That'll hit.
All right, and 14 points of damage.
You rip his throat out, killing him instantly.
Is he tasty?
He is surprisingly tasty from the point of view of a giant wolf.
Yeah, orc's not half bad actually.
Sort of like pork.
The long orc.
Soon,
And I'm gonna scavenge the bodies.
soon,
As am I.
soon to appear on Disney Plus, The Last Orc.
Tastes like chicken.
So
By the
on the
way-
bodies, you find about 150 gold
There you go. Nice.
and
Divide that
several
by
great
5.
swords and a spear.
So take 150 divided by 5 is what?
30
30
apiece.
each.
We each get 30 gold. Oh, I hope I have my right page.
The vast majority of that was on the war chief, of course.
We should see if there's a bounty. Let's take his head.
Okay. You can take his head if you want.
I take his head.
And we're gonna fight. We don't want to carry a head into this fight we're going into, do we?
Well, you're
Actually,
gonna be
we haven't got to town yet.
yeah, you're gonna be getting to another town next, so
Yeah, the town may be paying a bounty because if the group of orcs were harassing the
True.
people around the town, you never know.
Does this town have places to sell things like swords?
there would be very little call for a sword in a town the size of this hamlet that you're headed to.
Okay. I don't think we want to carry them all the way back to wherever that big town, London.
Or any other town large enough to take a sword, really. I mean, you could. They're only, what, like 6 pounds? Let me check.
I
This-
put them on my horse. We're taking them. We'll
Okay,
need them to outfit our guards when we have a castle.
that's fair.
Okay, take the spear too. We can have a spearman.
Yep. Take everything that's not nailed down.
Okay,
And
what
some of the
what
things that
armor
are.
do they have? Do you want to take the armor too?
You've damaged the armor and they're mostly in hide, so
And if I'm strong enough, we'll even take the stuff that is nailed down.
alright. So I feel that that's a good place to end it for the evening. You're headed to this this little town of Lorston, but you aren't quite there yet. You may have one more encounter on the road. We'll see when we start up the game next time. So,
Well
you.
played, everyone.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming. I hope everyone
Now,
had
are we
fun.
going to count this as a long rest when we come back, or?
No. So it'll be still in the middle of the game before it's a rest time. So
So we're gonna have to stop the city and rest so I can get my spell slots back.
yeah,
Yeah, gotta not dump all your spell slots in the first encounter.
I dumped mine because we had to. We needed it.
well, your spell's like useful specifically for taking out dudes like that. So all right.
Hopefully
Yeah.
my dice will roll better next time than they did tonight.
No kidding.
All right.
Especially damage wise.
So please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
If you want to support us, just check out our Facebook, our Twitter, our Discord. We're gonna probably have Anchor back up soon. We're working on that now.
Working on it.
Mike's working on that right now, and especially our YouTube channel, which you are currently on. So please pay attention to that.
This video should be up how many days on there soon?
Yeah, it should be on air by probably Monday night, Tuesday morning. Depends on how much of a struggle it is getting it up Monday night, which they'll all see one way or the other.
And I will remind people, anybody out there that watched the first part of Call of Cthulhu, we're finishing that tomorrow night.
Yep.
So
you'll see that come up like right away afterwards.
Yeah. So that'll be up soon too.
All right. Have a great evening, everyone, and or
Have a good
morning,
night.
or whenever you watch this. So good
See
night.
you next time.
Until next time, my laddies and lassies.
Bye.
Bye.